Namaste. Welcome to the second video from the Yoga Studio of Rice Lake. My name is Patty McGowan, and I will be teaching a Hatha yoga class today. So when you're ready, you can come to your mat. This is the short end, two long ends. Okay, I have 2 blocks. I have some water. I have a shirt in case I get chilled. So make sure that you set yourself up so you have all your needs met. All right, so coming onto your mat. Starting in Tadasana, where your toes are pointing forward, outside edges of the feet parallel. You can start to engage the quadriceps, bring some energy into the glutes, and then lift from the pelvic floor. That's Mula Bandha, up deep into the abs, Uddiyana Bandha, and let your shoulder blades drop down the back. Crown of the head lifts, and go ahead and exhale, nice and slow, just a gentle exhalation. And then bring the breath in nice and gentle so you can just notice the breath. Inhaling through the nose or mouth, the air is cool and dry. Exhaling through the nose or mouth, the air is warmer, moist. So do that a couple times. Just noticing the quality of your own breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, feel your lungs start to expand into your rib cage expands into your clothes, and then exhale. 2 more, please. Inhale. Just coming into the breath, and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then we're going to move into the yogic 3-part breath. So start by just squeezing the breath out. Use your abdominal muscles to really pull it. Your quads are strong, your glutes, your pelvic floor is lifted, and you're squeezing the breath out. And then when you inhale, push the belly out, expand your rib cage, front and back, side to side, all the way to your collarbones. Your upper arm bones roll back. Your femurs interspiral. And when you're ready to exhale, it's from the top. Use the muscles between each rib bone to hug in all the way back to your navel. And you almost do a little bit of a crunch on the exhale, okay, with your muscles. And then inhale, belly, ribs, chest, pause in your fullness. Check your head. If you're lifting your chin, bring your chin back to neutral parallel with the floor. And then exhale from the top, one at a time. Hug the rib bones back towards the spine. Pull in on your navel. And squeeze the muscles of your legs to get that last little bit of CO2 out and float your toes up. And spread your toes as wide as you can, pressing into the 4 corners of the feet. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, all the way to your collarbones. And just hold that expansion without forcing or without constricting. And then exhale from the top, through the rib cage. Pull in on the belly, pull it back on the navel. A couple more here, please. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. That's the yogic 3-part breath, Dirgha Swasam. If you want to add the Ujjayi pranayama, breathe out through your mouth and fog a glass. Constricting the epiglottis at the back of the throat. And then constrict that epiglottis as you inhale through the nostrils. Here's the breath of letting go. As you exhale, just try to let go of all the effort it took to get here, whatever's happening for you in your day. Just let all that energy move off your back, roll down. And as you inhale, manifest the energy of joy and happiness and peace and calm. Exhale anything you don't need. And here's the intention for the practice. Let's manifest the intention to approach the practice from an inner awareness of the body, the sensations of the body, patience with the body, and just riding out the sensations of the body if you haven't been practicing for the last few weeks and you're more stiff than usual, so just be aware of that. And exhale, squeeze, and then bring the arms in here. We're going to inhale up and then exhale down. So use your own breath, okay? When you're ready, inhale up And get some sensation in the upper body. Exhale down. As you exhale down, press into the legs. And then you're heavy in the legs and light in the torso. Inhale up, reach. One more, please. Exhale down. Your arms are strong and they're reaching, engaging the muscles. Inhale up. And then exhale down. This time we're going to add the lateral stretch. So when you're ready to inhale, your arms come up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Take the left wrist with the right hand. Exhale. When you're ready to inhale, come up. 2, 3, 4. Switch wrists. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just ride that sensation. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. We're going to go to the forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Take your time. You can bring your hands to the front of the legs and use that effort to help lower your body down. And again, the legs are strong and the upper body is light. It's called ragdoll pose. One more breath here. And then inhale halfway up. A nice flat spine with the gaze at the floor so the back of the neck stays long. Exhale down. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Inhale. Take the left wrist with the right hand. Exhale. Move with your own breath. Let the breath guide the body. Inhale up. Switch sides. Exhale. And then inhale up. Exhale, hands to the hips. You're going to come into the back bend here. So tuck your tailbone. Work the thumbs back. Press the hips forward. Open the heart. Keep your head coming forward rather than taking it back. And then exhale, hinge at your hips. There's no other hinge joint in the spine. Forward fold, all the way down. When you're ready to inhale, lift and lengthen halfway up. Exhale all the way down. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Take the right wrist with the left hand. Exhale. Stay for another breath. And then inhale up, switch sides, exhale. 2 breaths here. And then inhale up, exhale, hands to the hips. And I'm just turning so you can see me. You don't have to turn with me. Inhale to your back bend, work your thumbs back to your low back. Open your heart. Your legs are strong and pressing down, and your upper body is light and reaching away from your feet. When you notice you're exhaling, pull your heart forward. You can widen your stance, bend your knees. Hands can slide down the front of the legs. We're going to take 4 to 5 breaths here. Take an elbow in each hand. You can start to just straighten your legs a little bit and let the upper body lengthen. I was doing some gardening yesterday, a beautiful day, and honestly, my low back is really talking to me today. Some muscles that I haven't used for a while. So exhale completely, and then hands to the low legs. Lift halfway up. A nice flat spine. Press your shoulder blades away from the ears. Just move your head just a little bit so you can feel the back of the neck. It's the longest place. And then exhale back down. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Okay, we're going to move to heart salutations. So you're going to exhale the hands behind the back. Interlock your fingers. Inhale to the back bend. Exhale to the forward fold. We're going to do 6 of these. And then when you're ready, hands come to the hips. Arms on either side of the body. Inhale all the way up. Gentle back bend with the gaze forward. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlock your fingers. And you can switch which way you lock your fingers each time. Inhale to the back bend. Exhale to the forward fold. Inhale back up, so just warming up the spine. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlock your fingers. Inhale, roll open. Exhale, forward fold. Warming up the shoulders and the hips. Inhale, back up. 3 more. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlock your fingers. Inhale, roll open. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more, just on our own. Inhale up. And then hands to the heart. Let's move to some salutations. I'm going to come to the short edge of my mat. Find your breath, find Tadasana. Ears over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees, knees over the ankles. And from the hips down through the legs, actively pressing down. From the hips up to the crown of the head, actively lifting up. So the lower half of the body is anchored to the earth, and the upper half of the body is light and lifted. Exhale. When you're ready to inhale, arms float up, gaze forward, gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold, hands can slide down the back of the legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, all the way down. Both hands to the mat. Hop or step your feet back. You'll be in plank. Very strong in plank. Heels press back, quads, glutes. Femurs, inner spiral, head of the humerus, externally rotates. And then knees down. We're just going to lower all the way down. So take your time. Your head stays lifted here, so it's chest and chin. Top of the feet, quadriceps, glutes. Inhale to your back bend. Your hands can slide back a little bit with very little weight in the hands. Active in the legs. Keep breathing. Strengthening the muscles in the back of the body, from the big toe to the shoulders. One more breath here. And as you exhale, press into the hands, lift the hips, take the sits bones back to the heels, and find your child's pose. This feels pretty good on the low back, so take a couple of breaths here. And then slide your hands back to your head, press into your strong arms, crawl forward on your mat. Your middle finger points right to the short edge of the mat, and you press firmly into your entire palm and all the pads of the fingers. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, and find your down dog. You can walk the dog. Keep pressing into your index finger and thumb, and then look at your hands and walk your feet up to your hands. You can hop or step up there too. Find your forward fold. When you're ready to inhale, lift and lengthen halfway up. Exhale all the way down. Reverse swan dive up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, arms come overhead, gentle back bend. Exhale, swan dive down. Hands can come to the back of the legs. Pull your torso into your legs. When you're ready to inhale, halfway up, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Both hands to the mat. Hop or step yourself back to plank. Side arm balance. You can either go to the full or you can set the left knee down. Okay? There's the modified. Or you can go to the full. Just be lifting the hips, lifting the arm. If you want to add the leg, keep breathing. You could look up and then exhale back to plank. And then other side, you can either set the right knee down, lift the left leg and left arm, or you can go to the outside edge of the right foot. And notice lifting your hips. So your hips aren't dropping down. They're lifting up, left arm up, maybe the left leg. And then on an exhalation, back to plank. 3 breaths in plank. Press through the heels, quads, glutes. Internally rotate the femurs, externally rotate the upper arm bones. Press the muscles under the arm towards each other, and then set the knees down. If you don't have enough mat in front of you, you could walk back a little bit. See if you can do 7 or 8 push-ups here. When you exhale, lower down, inhale up. And if that feels like too much, you can lower down to the elbows. And remember that spacing. You press your elbows into the floor, pivot your hands to your upper arms, and then once your hands are wrapped around your upper arms, you send your palms back out, and you do the push-ups here. And it's still the chest and the chin lowering to the floor. Or you can come up to your hands. Tadasana's not here to help us count. And then you can lower all the way down. So you're lowering your chest and your chin, and then tuck the chin till the forehead comes to the floor. Just tap the top of the feet. You're going to engage your quads, tuck your tailbone. Let your hands slide back with the palms down. Go ahead and bend the, oh, let's not do the shadow. Let's bring the arms overhead. And we'll do cobra cross crawl. So when you're ready, you can engage your quads, engage your glutes, lift your head, lift your right arm and your left leg. Breathing. On an exhalation, you can lower down. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, left arm, right leg, head and heart. Keep breathing. And then exhale, lower down. Then just go side to side. Inhale, lift. Right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower. Switch sides. Inhale, lift. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower. And I'm just switching up my feet. Sometimes I point with the pads of the toes. Exhale, lower. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Sometimes I flex my foot. Switch sides. One more time on each side, please. Right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower. Switch sides. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower. And just slide your hands back to your head. Press yourself up to a modified up dog. Work the elbows into the body. And once you're here, you're going to try to lower your navel down towards the floor. Press your elbows into your ribcage. 3 breaths here. Activate your legs. And then inhale up. You can crawl back with your hands to child's. If you're not on your mat behind you, just crawl forward a little bit. 5 breaths here. So this is the counter pose to the back bend. And then slide the hands back to the head, press into your hands, crawl forward on your mat, tuck your toes, lift your sits bones, find your down dog. And then you can either bend your knees and hop your feet to your hands, or you can walk your feet and you're in your forward fold. And then reverse swan dive, or actually lift halfway up first. That'd be on the inhale, engaging the muscles of the back of the body. Exhale down, reverse swan dive all the way up. We're gonna go right back down. Exhale. 1 breath per movement through sun salutation A. Inhale halfway up. Exhale all the way down. Hop your feet back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Go to your baby cobra, or you can take your hands back towards the waist and come into your up dog. And then exhale back to down dog. 1 breath here. Look at your hands. You can hop or walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale all the way down. Reverse swan dive back up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Couple breaths here. So that's a nice series of salutations. We did sun salutation A, we did the half salutation and the heart salutation. Now we're going to add Surya Namaskar C. Okay? So I'm going to switch sides of my mat and bring my blocks down here. I'm just doing that for fun. Okay, here we go. Sun salutation C. So your legs are together, they're strong, toes are floating up as you press into the 4 corners of the feet. Quadriceps engaged, glutes engaged, pelvic floor lifts. Abdominals lift and hug in, shoulder blades down the back, chin slightly tucked. Exhale. When you're ready to inhale, let the arms float up to your gentle back bend. When you're ready to exhale, reverse that, forward fold. Hands can go down the front of the legs or the back of the legs. When you're ready to inhale, halfway up, exhale, forward fold. Both hands to the mat, lift your right leg up, take it back, set your right knee down. You want the left knee over the left ankle. And here's where you're going to lift up to your crescent moon. You can engage the right glute. And then exhale, both hands down. Curl the back toe, lift the back knee, find your down dog. Exhale completely. Come forward to plank. Inhale to plank. Either from the full plank or you can lower to the knees. You're going to lower all the way down. We're going to go to either baby cobra or you can slide the hands back and go to your up dog. And when you exhale, back to down dog. Lift your right leg up, bring it up between the hands, back knee down, right knee over the right ankle, arms come up to your crescent moon. Engage your left glute. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lift the back knee, push off the back foot, come back to your forward fold. Just go towards straightening your legs just a hair. Exhale. When you're ready to inhale, lift halfway up. Nice flat spine. Exhale, back down. Reverse swan dive all the way up. And then exhale, swan dive down. Hands can slide down the front of the legs or the back of the legs. Pull your torso into your legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, all the way down. And then we're going to take the right foot back. High lunge. Inhale up to crescent moon. Engage your right glute. Keep breathing. Simple twist. Right hand goes down. Three circles with the left arm. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. One more, please. And then when you bring the left hand to the floor, it could be on the outside or the inside of your left foot, and then your right arm goes up. On an exhalation, right hand comes down, left leg goes back, down dog. Press into your hands evenly, especially the index finger and thumb. Exhale completely, and then come forward to your plank. Press through the heels, quads, glutes, inner spiral the femurs, externally rotate the upper arm bones, and press the muscles under your arms towards each other. 8 push-ups here, either from the knees or the elbows. Exhale as you lower down, inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then one more for good measure, and then all the way down. Just got to do it. Hair fixed there. Forehead to the floor. We're going to bring the top of the feet to the floor, and you're just going to slide your elbows up. This will be called the Sphinx pose. So start by literally pulling your body towards the short edge of your mat from your elbows. Okay, you're back here from the elbows to the fingertips. Slide your body forward. And then bend your right leg. The left arm goes parallel to the short edge of the mat, and the right hand goes back to the right foot. Keep the left leg active, keep the shoulders back, keep the neck neutral, and try to lower the navel towards the floor. 3 breaths here. Push that right foot into the hand. There's a lot of quad sensation there. Inhale here, we're going to release and bring your arms forward. Walk your arms forward so you can rest your head on your arm. One more breath here, bringing ease into the body. Balancing the effort with the ease. Walk your elbows back. And then you're going to do that same thing. You're going to pull your body forward to get a really close connection with your upper arm bone and your rib cage. And then you're going to bend the left leg. The right arm can scoot out just a little bit and pivot. And then the left hand goes back. Okay, you're trying to square your shoulders. You're trying to square your hips. You're trying to press the left ankle into the left hand and lower your navel with your head, the crown of your head reaching up and away from the tailbone. Get the breath flowing. Activate the right leg. One more breath here. Inhale. Release the leg. Crawl the elbows forward. You can rest your forehead on one of your arms. And breathe. Letting the spine come back to neutral. Bringing ease into the body as you let go of the effort of the back bend. One more breath here. Inhaling and then crawl yourself back, lift your hips, go to your child's. And this is by request. Hands go to the left and reach the fingers evenly. If the right shoulder's lifted up, try to meld the right shoulder down evenly with the left. 5 breaths here. And then lift your head, come back to center, lift your hips, and just come into some cats and dogs. Exhale as you round. Inhale, roll open. And if you want to bring some movement in, you can bring movement in. Exhale, round. And inhale, roll open. Exhale, round. And if you want to bring the hip hiker in, hip to ear. Inhale, roll open. Hip to ear, exhale, round, hip to ear, inhale, roll open, hip to ear, exhale, round, and then switch directions, hip to ear, inhale, roll open, hip to ear, exhale, round, other hip to ear, inhale, roll open, hip to ear, exhale, round. And then sink back into child's for the other side. Take the hands over to the left, to the right, the other right. Try to keep the left shoulder even with the right. So it's really lifted, you're trying to level out your shoulders. Keep sending the left hip back towards the left heel. And then on an inhalation, lift your head, come back to center. Crawl back up on your mat. You're going to curl your toes, lift your knees, go to your down dog. You're going to lift the right leg up. Look at the hands. Bring the right foot up where the right hand was and come up to your crescent moon. Engage your left glute. The left hand's going to come down for the simple twist. We're going to do 3 circles with the right arm when you're ready. So on an exhalation, comes forward, and you're just riding that full circle with your arm, full range of motion. Exhale it forward, inhale it up and back. Exhale forward, Inhale up and back. One more. And then you can bring it to the inside of the outside of the right foot, and your left arm can go up. And then exhale down. The back foot's going to join the front foot, and you're in your forward fold. And shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Exhale, and then reverse swan dive all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Coming back towards the middle of the mat. Couple breaths here. One more breath here. Find that yogic 3-part breath, and you can bring in the Ujjayi pranayama if you want, constricting the back of the throat. Just bring some sound in for the breath. It anchors the inner ear, evens out the length of the inhale and the exhale, and it's the breath, the life force energy, breath of fire. Okay, see if you can find your intention for the practice. I notice that when I'm practicing with a room full of people, it creates a lot of energy, and I've really been missing that. So maybe just the intention right now of imagining we're all together and we're just feeding off this incredible positive energy. So take a big deep breath in and manifest the energy of joy and happiness and peace and calm and patience. Okay, so let's go back. A couple more salutations. I'm going to turn to this end of the mat. Exhale. When you're ready to inhale, arms go up. And then exhale, swan dive down. Hands can slide down the back of the legs. Pull your body in. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg goes back. High lunge. Inhale. And then you're just going to set your back knee down and keep the toes tucked. And bring the left hand to the left heel. And open a little more. Engage your left glute. And then cartwheel your hands back down to the mat. Okay? You're going to walk your right foot to the right a little bit. Bring your right hand to the inside and lift your back knee. And you can bend your elbows, keep your head lifted. You're just trying to lower your heart down a little bit. Just getting into the hips. And then we're going to press into the hands, lift the right leg up, go to down dog. And then come forward to plank. Okay, last set of push-ups here. After you've stayed in plank 3 or 4 breaths, set the knees down, either from the hands or from the elbows. Exhale as you lower down, inhale up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 to grow on, and then you're going to lower all the way down. Forehead to the floor. Top of the feet to the mat, your hands are going to go back with the palms down. Engage the quads and tuck the tailbone by engaging the glutes. Inhale, back of the head, back of the heart. Add the arms with the palms down, and then add the legs. Keep the breath moving. And on an exhalation, lower down. 3, 2, back of the hands to the mat. Turn your left ear or cheek to the floor. Upper arm bones drop down. And let the effort move out of your body. Bring the ease into the body. See if you can feel the beating of your own heart. And then we'll go up to locust one more time. So come back to palms down, walk your legs back together, activate your quads and your glutes, lift the back of the head and the back of the heart, add the arms, and add the legs. And if you pointed the toes last time, you can flex the feet this time. One more big deep breath here in locust pose. I can't remember the name. And then on an exhalation, lower down. Nice and slow. 3, 2, back the hands to the mat, right cheek or ear, upper arm bones, and release. Let go of as much effort as you can. Bring ease into the body. And then empty the breath. Bring the forehead back to the floor. Slide the hands under the shoulders. Peel yourself up and sink into child's. So for child's, I have my big toes together, my knees about a foot apart. And then slide the hands to either side of the head, press into your hands, draw forward on your mat. Go to the left leg. Think about this. Yeah, I think it's the left one. Goes back and then comes forward. Curl the back toe, lift the back knee, and come up to your crescent moon. Right glute engages. Coming into that back bend. And then nice and slow, you're going to set the back knee down. The back toes stay curled, and the right hand goes to the right heel, and you open up. That's a beautiful back bend. And then both hands are going to come cartwheeling to the inside of the left foot. Curl the back toe, lift the back knee. It's a deeper lunge. Your head stays lifted and you might bend the elbows a little bit to lower down. That's those deep hip rotators. And let it be sort of progressive. It just kind of moves into you. And then you're going to hop off the back foot, bring it to the front foot, and you're in your forward fold. We're going to reverse. We're going to lift halfway up on the inhalation, a nice flat spine. Exhale down, and then reverse swan dive. All the way up. Gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to the heart. And then I'm going to switch ends of the mat. Let's do sun salutation one more time. I can only imagine that you know what's coming next. That wonderful quad stretch and some of those hip openers. So go ahead and exhale. When you're ready to inhale, arms float up, gentle back bend. And then exhale, swan dive down. Hands can slide down the back of the legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale all the way down. Take your left leg back. High lunge, crescent moon. Hands to the floor, set the back knee down. You're going to let the right foot come up, and you're trying to inch the back knee down. You can even bring the left elbow down if you need to, but you're going to bend that back knee, take the right hand back, and find the foot. And that's a big quad opener. Keep peeling the head and shoulders back. Couple more breaths here. Then you're going to bring the chest forward, let the foot come down. Your hands come to the inside of the foot. Bring the right foot back onto the mat. You can bring a block in here, or if you don't have a block, a stiff pillow. And you can put your elbows down to the block, relax your shoulders, keep your head lifted. Press your right knee into your right shoulder and see if you want to curl the back toe and lift the back knee. Breathing. And then set the back knee down, bring your right hand to the right knee. You can either pivot the left arm over to the right leg from here, or you might be able to get the left elbow to the floor, and then look up to the sky and get that big twist. Your right arm goes up. Keep pressing the bottom of the right foot into the floor and see if you want to lift the left knee. And just let your arms open like wings, from the tailbone to the crown of the head, lengthen. And then you're going to unwind. Go ahead and straighten your front leg. You have blocks, bring the blocks in. No blocks, just stiff pillows. If your left hip comes behind your left knee, push the foot out a little bit. And then go ahead and just use your pelvis to lift your tailbone or your sits bone and then tuck. And when you lift that sits bone, you just get a nice sensation on the attachment of the hamstring. And you can really take care of that sensation, the intensity by yourself. When you tuck, it releases. So when you lift, you really can decide how much you want to feel there. And then go ahead and tuck, inhale, and as you exhale with your head slightly lifted, lower your chest down towards the knee. And then you can let the head go at the end. And then inhale up. And just because I love balancing with movement, you're going to put your left hand on the floor. Your right arm can start to float up, and you're going to lift your right leg up and back, nice and slow, mindful of any obstacles around you at home, and come into your side arm balance. If you want to bend the knee and find the foot, press the foot into the hand, 3 or 4 breaths here. And then back up, inhale, and then exhale to your plank. In plank, we're going to press into the heels, lift the right leg and the left arm. Exhale down. Switch sides, lift the left leg and the right arm. I call this Dylanasana. And then back to plank. 3 more breaths in plank. Quads, glutes. Internally rotate the femurs, externally rotate the upper arm bones. Press the muscles under the arms towards each other. And then go to the knees. We're just going to go from child. Really rounding, completely empty the breath. And then as you inhale, lift the hips and go to your up dog. And as you exhale, back to child. So at the pace of the breath, we're moving from child to the up dog. Couple more. Exhale back. We've already done quite a few back bends, so now we're just getting some movement that flows. 1 more, please. Exhale back. And just go into the up dog that's right for you. If you stay on your knees, that's okay. If you press into the top of the feet and lift the knees. If you lift your head, or keep your head neutral, and then exhale back to child. You're going to slide your hands to your head, press into your hands, crawl forward on the mat. So now we're going to lift the left leg up, bring the left foot between the hands, curl the back toe, lift the back knee, and come into your crescent moon. Engage your right glute. On an exhalation, both hands come down. You can set the back knee down. Bring a block in here. If you don't have a block, bring a stiff pillow. If you Can't really see me, I can switch sides here. Okay, you're here. Back knee lifted, you're trying to lower down. You might even get the elbows to the floor. Keep the left foot pressing down. Don't worry, we're going to still do the quad stretch. You're going to set your back knee down. You're going to move the block out and lift the bottom of the left foot up. Okay, you're going to try to lower the right leg down a little bit as you bend the right knee and the left hand goes back. And breathe. And then unwind. Left foot comes back to the floor. You can bring your block in here or just get the right elbow down to the mat. And then you're going to have the right arm parallel to the short edge of the mat. You're going to twist around, look up to the sky. Left arm goes up. Curl the back toe, lift the back knee. And then unwind. Here's where we're going to straighten the front leg. You can bring the blocks in here or stiff pillows if you have them. If your hip goes past your knee, then just push the left foot forward. And here's where we're going to just tuck the tailbone and then lift. And you get to moderate that yourself and decide how much sensation you want to bring into this connection of the hamstring. When you tuck, you release. And when you lift that sits bone, you get a lot of sensation. I used to have us go forward with the sits bone lifted, but I just feel like that's too much sensation on the attachment. So one more, lift the left sits bone. And when you're exhaling, tuck. And then just let your heart come forward. Try to lower your heart to your left femur. And when your hamstring says stop, you can have softness in this leg. Doesn't have to be locked. Let your head go. And then press into your hands. Here's that balancing with movement. Just move the blocks out, right hand down, left arm up. You're going to lift your left leg up and back. Find that side arm balance modified. Once you're there, if you want to bend the knee, you don't have to. Just a nice shoulder opener. And then back up, inhale, and then exhale back down. Couple cats and dogs here, just to get the spine back to neutral. After all the openers at the hips, tuck your tailbone. When you're ready to inhale, roll open. One more, please. Exhale, initiate with the tailbone, tuck. Push the spine up, tuck the chin, and then just sit back on your heels for a moment. Just to see about your feet, check in, couple breaths there. We're going to go to down dog, so you're going to crawl forward, tuck your toes, lift your knees. It's a little ab work from down dog. You're going to lift your left leg up. You're going to exhale your left knee to your nose, and then inhale it up. Exhale your left knee to your right elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale it down. Don't worry, we'll get to do this once more on each side. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale back out. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. One more set, one more time on each side. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back down. And then you're going to set your knees down, sink into child's. You can pop your palms up or you can bring your palms back by your feet. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of balancing and then Shavasana. Okay? So when you're ready, sit up on your feet and come up to your knees. Bring one foot forward and then the other foot forward and stand up. Here's how the balancing is going to go today. We're going to inhale the arms up, exhale one direction, inhale up, exhale the other direction, inhale up, exhale left knee comes up, you can grab it with your hands, point and flex the foot. You're going to release it, let it go straight out, take it to the side. Hold the leg, or you can grab the big toe. Right arm comes out. Bend the knee. You can either bring the foot into the thigh, skip the knee, bring it to the low leg, or keep the toes at the arch and let your arms go up. If you have a wall behind you and you need to use it to help you stay balanced, use it. Remember, balancing is about increasing your speed for breaking the fall. Then we're going to go to eagle. So the arms go wide, we're on the right leg. So the right arm comes on top. You might be able to wind your hands together, or you can take your hands back to the shoulders. Bend your right knee, cross your left leg over. You can wrap the toe of the left foot around the low right leg. Try to get your shoulders back over your hips. Fingers to the nose. And try to lift your right toes up. And then on an inhalation, fly out. And then we're going to do Burkasana. So exhale. Inhale up. 3 more, please. Exhale. I'm a little close to the wall, so my back leg's touching. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. You're going to set the left foot down, arms come up. Stretch over to the left. Inhale up, switch sides. Over to the right. Inhale up. I'm going to step a little forward so I have more room, and then bring the right knee up. Find your dristi. You're going to point and flex the right foot. See if you can release the knee and straighten the leg. You can take it out with the hand under the femur, or you can grab the big toe with your right hand, and then go into the hand to big toe pose. Or not. And then you can bend the right knee, bring the foot up to the femur or below the knee or as a little kickstand, and find your tree pose. Keep the breath flowing as you take your arms wide. Left arm over the right, either wound together or hands to the shoulders. Bend the left knee, take the right leg over the left. Your right toes can be a little kickstand, or you can bring them around the back of the knee. Press your shoulders back. Keep breathing. Exhale. And then as you inhale, fly out of the pose. And then the Burkasana. Exhale, hinge. 3 more, please. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale up. Right foot goes down, right arm goes up. Lateral stretch to the right. Inhale up. Lateral stretch to the left. Inhale up. And then exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to go to the short edge of the mat. Exhale. When you're ready to inhale, arms float up. When you're ready to exhale, forward fold. Let the low back release. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Bend your knees. You can either fall back and break your fall, or you can lower yourself slowly. If you want to put an extra layer back on, and slowly lower down, 1 vertebrae at a time. And you can open and broaden your collarbones, roll off your sits bones, and use your abs to lower you down. When you exhale, let it out with an audible sigh. And let your body drop in. If there's any releases you need to do, you can do those now. If you can drop into Shavasana. A reading from Living Your Yoga, Judith Lassiter Hanson. She writes, if there really are no answers outside of ourselves, then we must learn to turn towards ourselves and be comfortable in doing so. It's called abiding practice. And we begin with abiding practice. Abiding practice can remind us that there is nothing we need to be whole that does not already exist within us. There's nothing that we need to be whole that does not already exist within us. It combines a yoga pose with an intention for daily living, just like we did in the practice. So we just decide how much time you have. We have a couple minutes right now. We're closing our eyes and look down into your own heart with your internal gaze. Most of our activities are goal-oriented. In this practice, there's no objective except to fully experience your own life, your own body, your own breath, free of any distractions. Try to keep the conscious awareness on the body as you notice the thinking mind start to produce thoughts and try to take you away from the body. So just bringing the awareness back to the body. Close the class with 3 bells. First bell invites you to move your fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. have enough room, you can send your arms overhead and point and flex your feet and lengthen your whole body. And the third bell just invites you to, one at a time, bring your knees into your chest so you can roll to one side and press yourself back up. Come into a seated pose. I'm up on a block. You can sit up on your pillow. You can cross your ankles opposite of what you usually do. And if you'd like, on an inhalation, you can let your arms float up, gather what you need from the practice. There's plenty here, all that energy that we created, and you can feel that energy of joy and happiness and peace right into your heart center. Thank you for being here. Turn that off. Video off. Turn the video.